Okay, hey YouTube, Todd again. Just wanted to do a really quick video on because I just to try to dispel some confusion. I think um, my two of my cars, a '98 Ford Contour and an '02 Mercury Cougar, they're basically the same car with different bodies and without getting into all that, but the same engines. One has an automatic transaxle. The Cougar is a 5-speed. These are older cars. They both, speaking specifically of really for both of them, the Contour was originally supposed to have Mercon as its automatic transmission fluid, and Mercon Power Steering Fluid for the power steering course. Motorcraft offered both automatic transmission fluid and a Mercon brand of power steering fluid. Earlier Contours, to add to the confusion, and other cars too, used Type F automatic transmission fluid, not Mercon, and I'm not really sure what they use for power steering fluid. My car, second generation from '98 to 2000, like I just said, specifies Mercon Power Steering Fluid, right, for the power steering, and Mercon Automatic Transmission Fluid for the transaxle. And even to add to more confusion, the Cougar, which is an '02, calls for Mercon automatic transmission fluid for the power steering fluid. Okay, so fast forward a few years, and I'm not sure when Mercon was actually upgraded to Mercon 5, and now there's even more. Mercon 6, I think an LP or something, so on and so forth. But the original Mercon is out of production. You might be able to find it, but it'd be extremely hard and probably costly. However, Mercon 5, as you see in the title here, and this is off the Motorcraft website, they basically combine the two, and there's a lot of I'm not a chemist, so I'm not going to try to talk intelligently about that, but there's a lot of similarities between transmission fluid and power steering fluid. Okay, so at some point, Motorcraft Ford came out with Mercon 5 as a combination fluid instead of having, only transmission fluid and only Mercon power steering fluid back in '98 when my car was made. This is the same thing. This is interchangeable, and of course, just scrolling through Ford's website, it tells you exactly what it's for. Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury vehicles that call for Mercon 5 or Mercon type fluid. So this Mercon 5 post dates, I guess is the right word. You can go backwards, but you can't go forwards. Excellent performance, electronically controlled automatic transmissions, high viscosity index, premium quality outer process base oils, on and on and on. Shifting characteristics, low ambient temperatures, wear inhibitors, additives reduce gum, sludge, lacquer, and foam, so on and so forth. Dyed red for use of leak detection. All right, so the big one here, and kind of back to what I said, where the confusion comes in, at least with these Contours and vehicles that are similar. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, do not use in applications where Mercon ULV, Mercon SP, LV, ULV, on and on, and then right here, Motorcraft Premium Automatic Transmission Fluid or Type F Automatic Transmission Fluid. The earlier contours were used type F automatic transmission fluid in their transaxles. Not actually sure what they were supposed to use in their power steering, probably Mercon power steering. But you cannot, you're not supposed to use this in older transmissions like that. And then you use an automatic and manual transmissions and power steering systems previously serviced with Mercon. Okay. Now that would be great if I could use that in my Cougar since it has a manual, but that's not what they specify. They specify Ford's synthetic, I believe, automatic transmission fluid, but it's slightly different than the Mercon 5. But anyway, do not use in transfer cases. And then here's the Ford specs on it, the Ford part number, so on and so forth. And there is a data sheet. I saw a link to it somewhere. Product safety data sheet. If you're so inclined to, I guess I can open that real quick. Okay, and that just gives basics of the viscosity index, pour point, all that kind of stuff. But the main reason was that I saw a YouTuber who has a contour. He does a lot of his own maintenance. He does great vids, and his car is a '98 also, and he made either the statement or in his description that Ford had changed and said to no longer use automatic transmission fluid in their power steering systems. Well, I don't know if they did a TSB or anything for that or not, but I flushed both of mine in the Cougar and the Contour with Mercon 5 because the '98 does say Mercon power steering fluid. But I flushed them both. He's got a video. There's a couple of videos on flushing. It's a fairly simple process with a turkey baster. It's kind of takes a bit of time because you can only get out, I don't know, 3 or 4 ounces at a time. But you can use in the '98 through 2000 contours, you can use Mercon 5 both as the automatic transmission fluid, and you should, and the power steering fluid. So that kind of saves you maybe hunting around. And these are not the easiest to find. There's different brands. I've seen STP makes a Mercon 5. Other brands make, they say it's Mercon 5 compatible, but for my money in my cars, just use the Motorcraft product. It's going to be a little harder to find from Amazon or Rock Auto or whatever, but you can use it. You do not have to use. Do I think using regular power steering fluid in the system is going to hurt it? Probably not. But why risk it and get leaks and whatever? I think I would just use the Mercon 5, especially if you have an automatic transaxle, because you'll be needing to change in or flush that too. All right, well, that's just trying to clear up that confusion. All right, thanks, guys. Please remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe.